Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. First and foremost, you'll notice the looks. I had an accident at the weekend after Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. Fell over and this happened, and so please don't take that away from the beer review. The rest of him is there, albeit a bit bumped and frazzled. So this is from Crich Brew Company. Nearly got it wrong. I don't edit videos, so what you see is what you get. Truthful, to the point, always. So this is their Us and Them Pale Ale. Simcoe and Galaxy. Apparently it's something to do with Pink Floyd. Do I know? No. So I may be wrong. I will say what it says on the can. This crisp, refreshing pale ale has been brewed to celebrate the 50th anniversary of one of the most famous albums ever made. A small amount of rye malt gives a slight hint of spice, which is complemented by a massive hit of citrus, grapefruit and pine from a generous dry hop. Malt side of things are pale, caramel and rye. Hops side is Chinook, Cascade, Citra, Simcoe and Galaxy. So plenty of hops, 4.3%. You can see all the information there on the back of the can. So yeah, I actually met and shook the hand of, and I got a photo actually, and one with not a bruised face, funnily enough, on the Friday night. Mr. Crich Brew Company himself. So it was amazing to meet the man himself. Massive congratulations. You know, hope it goes well for the future. The beer you've made so far, the two beers that I've had so far have been fantastic. Genuinely fantastic. The black IPA, wow. You know, I hope you get the plaudits you deserve, and I hope that local breweries around Derbyshire and into Nottinghamshire and beyond do collabs, because it all helps bring the name out. And I also hope the likes of Adventure Beer also pick your brew ale. So slightly, that'd be my fault. I shook the blooming can when I did it. I did. So big apologies there. That's on me, not on the beer. The first two were fine, so that's on me. I did kind of slightly mishandle the can, and so is what it is. You know, you've seen it. I'm not gonna lie. Beer reviews are beer reviews. That's got a beautiful aroma on it. I'm sure it's something to do with Pink Floyd. Someone says Pink. I'm not going to look on my phone because my phone's about to die. I have a terrible luck this last week. Terrible luck. It's in a Nottingham Craft Beer Festival glass from 2021. Love the glass. And yeah, personally, hoping to see these guys at the Craft Beer Festival in due course. I've actually, in my beer festival review, actually said away that the beer festival could accommodate more breweries with a special bar, and I'd love that to become a thing, and it would be beneficial for a lot of breweries as like a collaboration bar, until then breweries get to the stage where they go on their own, obviously doing lots and lots of beers. There's a way of doing everything in life. So as we can see, good carbonation coming off this. There's a yellowy orange pour in this light. Can you see it? I just realised the camera's not on it properly. Yeah, so in this light, bearing in mind this isn't daylight, this is a shed light. I call it a tap room, but it's basically a shed. 16 by 10 shed full of blooming wedding stuff. Apologies for that. So as you can see, yellowy orange carbonation, a whiter that's dissipated back down to more natural levels now. Like I say, citrusy tropical flavours coming off this. With the hops involved, you're going to get that anyway. Right, let's dive in. Cheers all. Been a long day. First day back at work today, so I'm feeling the pain. Although I smashed it, to be fair. done a lot of work. And sometimes, you know, when with things that happen, you know, in accidents, you need to get back into the spirit of things, and I need to prove to myself that I'm okay. And apart from what I look like, which is not the normal me, well, most of it is, to be fair, but you know, what you're gifted in life is what you're gifted in. But there you go, can't win them all. Nice spicy elements on this, so definitely getting the tropical citrusy side of things. The spiciness coming through at the end. Ooh. Oh. Like I say, love the can design. You know, I think this is a thing. I've got people I know who've gone into doing beers, and there's nothing wrong with the beers, but the artwork, you know what that is. It's been next door, but the artwork leaves a lot to be desired, and that, you know, that looks professional. It sells the beer. A daft label stuck on a can, not so much in a lot of ways. And I'm not slagging any brewery off for that, because I can't do artwork. You'll have noticed on the Baggage Beer reviews that I basically kind of borrow artwork off people that they've done, because their artwork's better than mine. And that is what it is, really. But yeah, the artwork's looking good. Beer's looking good. Nice hazy beer this is. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be hazy, unless that's just me, because I shook the can. So big apologies. Don't hurt them, hurt me. You know, I'm lethal at beers at times. I've got to be honest, getting a bit of grapefruit there at the back end. Grapefruit and resin at the back end. Am I right? Am I wrong? You never know with beers, because if you've drank a beer before, your palate is likely different. But yeah, oh. There's something about a nice beer where you just chill. It just brings that level down. And even though I have still got a thumping headache, it's brought the level down. And I'm really excited to see where this Derbyshire Brewing Company goes. But I'm also excited to see, like in Crich, this is a Crich Brewing Company. We've got the Crich Tramway. If I'm thinking selling brand Crich, yeah, having beers from these good people at the Crich Tramway, maybe, you know, slightly smaller amounts, so they can, you know, have a small amount. If they obviously, if you're driving, you're not going to drink too much, but have the beers in cans, but have a keg line, and sell. And this is somewhere I think the beer industry needs to change. This thing where you've got pints, halves, two-thirds, halves, and thirds. I think that for people who want to sample, and this is where you wipe out the people, can have a sample. Yeah, mate, you can have a sample. We call it a sixth, and you make them, and you make people pay. It stops the freeloaders, and it gets people trying, you know. But also, if they try it, then they think, do you know something, that was really nice. Let's have a two-thirds, a pint, and and so on. I personally think it's a step forward for the industry, and as a beer reviewer, for me, it gives me the chance to review a lot more beers and still pay my way. Where I don't, you know, I want to pay for my beers. I don't want free. Although free is good, obviously. So You've heard what I said, citrusy tropical, nice spiciness there. Certainly a grapefruit resin on the back end at one stage. Hazy, yellowy orange head, white, hazy, yellowy orange body, white head. Still getting back into beer reviews, to be honest. The weekend was a bit of a shock. Tasting excellent for me. Good 4.3 out of 5. And hope I got the right band. I have no idea. It's beyond me. 50 years ago, I was a babby. But we'll see anyway. Other than them, Pale Ale, Simcoe and Galaxy. Wow. 4.3 out of 5. Cheers on.